and your station rock.
I love radio, music, and more.
Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Excite.
The hits.
It's 6 o'clock from the studios of Yes Man Radio, the first Media Academy Radio. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Yes News Now. In the headlines, President Buhari meets with NGF Security Council service chiefs. DSS arrests man who attempted $50,000 fraud. Court stops suspension of Ondo lawmaker. Federal government approves final evacuation flight from the U.S. From the exciting world of sport, Musa nets first league goal in Saudi Arabia. Now the news in detail. My name is Olatunde Ido. Good evening. President Muhammadu Buhari has again met with members of the Nigeria Governors Forum, Security Council and service chiefs at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The meeting, which took place at the council chambers, had in attendance Vice President Yemi Sonde, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Munguno, retired, the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, and heads of other security agencies. Some of the governors joined virtually. They are Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Security Council, and Governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri, Governor of Borno State, Babagana Zulum, Governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, and Governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Sanwo-Olu. Others are Chief of Defense Staff, General Gabriel Olonishakin, Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuko Burate is represented, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ibok Ekwe Ibas, Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, and the Director General Department of State Services, DSS, Yusuf Bichi. Also in attendance were the Director General, National Intelligence Agency, NIA, Ahmed Rufai, Chief of Defense, Military Intelligence, Air Vice Marshal Mohammed Salisu Usman, the Minister of Defense, Bashiru Magashi, and the Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Dingiadi. The Department of State Services, DSS, has arrested a suspect for attempting to defraud his victim of $50,000 to secure a presidential appointment. DSS Public Relations Officer Peter Afunaya paraded the suspect today at a press briefing in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. He identified the suspect as Mohammed Momo, a 42-year-old indigene of Kogi State in Nigeria's north-central region. Afunaya explained that Mohammed was caught while trying to obtain the sum from his victim, whom he promised to assist in securing an appointment as a special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari. He warned Nigerians desirous of political appointments to beware of fraudsters who harvest information with the sole aim of defrauding unsuspecting victims. The DSS spokesman also appealed to Nigerians to always report the activities of fraudsters to security agencies in order to stem the tide of name-dropping, impersonation, and obtaining by trick. An Ondo State High Court has restrained the Ondo State House of Assembly and its Speaker, Honorable Bamidele Oloyelogun, from suspending the lawmaker representing Eseodo constituency in the Assembly, Honorable Success Tohukehijo. Honorable Tohukehijo was suspended for misconduct, but he said he was victimized for not signing the impeachment notice against the Deputy Governor, Honorable Agbola Ajayi. Other lawmakers loyal to Ajayi that were suspended were the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Ogundeji Iroju, Honorable Favor Tomowo, and Honorable Wally Williams. Honorable Tohukehijo had sought the protection of the court from being suspended. Justice Bola also restrained the defendants and respondents, their officers, servants, and agents from preventing the applicant from performing his constitutional duties or any legislative function as a member of the Ondo State House of Assembly, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice in the suit. The federal government has approved the ninth and last evacuation flight for Nigerians stranded in the United States due to COVID-19 travel restrictions. This was announced by the Consul General of Nigeria in New York, Benoyaga Okehe, in a statement dated August 10, 2020, on behalf of the country's mission in the U.S. According to the statement, the flight is scheduled to convey the evacuees from New Jersey on the 20th of August to both Abuja and Lagos. This will come after the 7th and 8th evacuation flights scheduled for August 15th and 19th respectively from Houston, Texas to Lagos. The government had so far evacuated 1,739 stranded Nigerian citizens in 6 special flights from the U.S., which is witnessing a second wave of coronavirus infection. The U.S. COVID-19 tallies as at Monday stood at 5,044,864 infections with 162,938 deaths, according to data compiled by the Johns Hopkins University of Medicine. You're still listening to Yes News Now, coming to you live from the studios of Yes Smile Radio, the First Media Academy Radio. Oyo State House of Assembly today screened and confirmed Barrister Lateef Idowu Oyeleke as a commissioner nominee. Oyeleke, whose name was forwarded to the State House of Assembly last week by Governor Seyi Makinde, appeared before the House for screening as directed by the House during its last plenary. Recall that Governor Seyi Makinde had sought the approval and confirmation of the House for Barrister Lateef Idowu Olaleye through a letter from the State Executive addressed to the House through the Speaker in order to fill the vacuum created at the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources following the demise of the former Commissioner, late Honorable Kehinde Ayola. Going straight to the exciting world of sports, captain of the senior national team of Nigeria, Ahmed Musa, got off the mark for his Saudi Arabia side Al Nassr with a goal in their 2-0 win over Abha. Musa scored the second goal in the 62nd minute after winning the spot kick, which was converted by Abdulrazak Hamala for the opener. 27-year-old Musa has endured an injury-hit second season at the club, but he has gotten over his fitness issues and reclaimed his spot in the starting lineup. Keen on a move back to Europe, Musa is for the first time been still at the Saudi Arabia outfit, although talks with some unnamed teams in England has taken place. The local organizing committee of the Edo 2020 National Sport Festival are confident the state can host a befitting competition if they get the nod to stage it this year. In March, Minister of Youth and Sport Sunday Dari announced the indefinite postponement of the festival, which was initially billed to hold from March 22nd to April 1st in Benin City. But with the recent ease on social and sporting activities across the country, athletes are optimistic that the event can hold this year. Senior Special Advisor to the Edo State Governor on Sport, Sixtus Omahagbo, says everything is in place to host a befitting sporting fiesta. The 11-man committee was made up of members of the COVID-19 Task Force, NCDC, commissioners of sport from the 6 geopolitical zones, and representatives of the Sport Ministry. And that'll be all on Yes News Now. But before I go, let me bring you a recap of the stories I brought to you earlier. In the news, I told you that President Muhammadu Buhari met with NGF Security Council and Service Chair. And also we told you that DSS arrest man who attempted $50,000 fraud. We brought you the news that a court in Ondo has stopped the suspension of an Ondo lawmaker. Federal government approved final evacuation flight from the U.S. And then from the exciting world of sports, Ahmed Musa nets first league goal in Saudi Arabia. And that'll be all on Yes News Now. It was produced and edited by Banke Bello Arilewo and delivered by Olatunde Ido. The Yoruba version of Yes News Now comes up immediately. Many thanks for listening and good evening.